Ever wonder what we're really losing every time a rainforest falls? Rainforests cover just 6% of the Earth's land, yet they hold more than half of all the plant and animal species on the planet. They are the most alive places on Earth, and once you understand how they work, you can't see the world the same way again. Start with the air you're breathing right now. Rainforests are often called the lungs of the planet, and while the real science is more subtle than that phrase, the truth is still staggering. A single large rainforest tree can release hundreds of liters of water into the sky every day. Multiply that by billions of trees, and the Amazon literally makes its own weather, pumping so much moisture into the air that it creates flying rivers, streams of water vapor larger than the Amazon River itself, carrying rain to farms and cities thousands of kilometers away. Look closer, and you find a rainforest isn't one place. It's four worlds stacked on top of each other. On the dark forest floor, barely 2% of the sunlight ever reaches the ground, so life down there feeds on whatever falls from above. Above it sits the understory, warm and still. Then the canopy, a dense green roof 20 to 40 meters up, where most of the animals actually live, a whole highway of branches full of monkeys, birds, frogs, and insects. And breaking through the very top, the emergent giants, lone trees that stand above everything else in the full force of the sun and wind. Now here's where it gets strange. These trees aren't just standing near each other, they're connected. Beneath the soil runs a vast web of fungus, threading between the roots of different trees, and scientists have found the trees use it to trade. Sugar, water, even chemical warnings about attacking insects, all passed underground from tree to tree. Older, taller trees act almost like hubs, quietly feeding seedlings that don't yet get enough light. A forest, it turns out, behaves less like a crowd of strangers and more like a single, cooperating organism. And hidden inside all that life is something we lean on more than most people realize: medicine. Around a quarter of all modern medicines can be traced back to rainforest plants. Treatments for pain, for heart disease, for childhood cancers that now have survival rates above 90%, all first discovered in the leaves and bark of the tropics. And we've studied only a tiny fraction of rainforest species. Somewhere out there, in a plant no one has even named yet, could be the cure for a disease we're still losing people to. Every time a patch of forest is cleared, some of those answers disappear before we ever think to ask the question. Rainforests are also home to people, hundreds of millions of them, including communities who have lived in balance with the forest for thousands of years. They know which plants heal and which ones kill, which fruits ripen when, how to take from the forest without breaking it. That knowledge is a library built over countless generations. And where these communities protect the land, the forest is often healthier than in parks that are fenced off and empty. It's a quiet lesson. The forest doesn't need to be saved from people so much as protected alongside the people who understand it best. So why should any of this matter to you, even if you live far from the tropics? Because rainforests are one of the planet's great thermostats. Their trees have locked away enormous amounts of carbon over centuries, and when they burn or fall, that carbon goes straight back into the sky. The rain they generate waters crops that end up on tables all over the world. The stability of the climate you live in is tied, in ways we're only beginning to measure, to forests you may never even see. We are losing them fast. An area of tropical forest the size of a football pitch vanishes every few seconds. But the story isn't finished. Forests can regrow. Protected land does recover. And it begins with something simple: understanding that these aren't just faraway jungles, but the beating green heart of the living planet. So here's the real question. If a place this alive can disappear quietly, without most of us ever noticing, what else are we not paying attention to?